Hello and welcome back to Growers Farm. Today is April the 20th. We're getting into the grass work actually today. First though, as you can see, we got to feed the cows. So I've mucked the cows out and I've cleaned up their feeding area and everything. I've been doing some work with the sheep this morning as well. And now we're just getting some feed in with them. And we're getting, as you can see, the reason why we're cracking on with the grass work is because we're getting fairly low on bales. So what we've been doing over the last few days is getting all of our grass and everything rowed up. We've got all the grass rowed. We're going to be taking out our new baler today. We're going to be getting out our silage baler and getting that done. We've got... whoop, don't pull that over. Mark is currently out. He's tedding the one of our fields of recently cut grass because we want to turn that into hay. So what we're going to be doing today is we've got several rowed up fields of grass here. We're going to take our new baler out with the built-in wrapper. We're going to take those and take that out, get those baled and wrapped, and hopefully that should give us enough to do it. Right, I think we want one straw as well in this, and that should hopefully do us fine. I've got a little bit of forage in here already, so this should be a good mix at this point. This should be okay for us to do. So let's just do that, and yeah, there we go. We'll jump in. So this is really why we have the Ford kicking around the farm, even though it's battered and old and everything. It is good. We have got TMR in here. Good. That has mixed quite nicely. Now we'll turn this on. Make sure it mixes properly. And while this, it really sort of cuts the speed down on this, it does still handle it absolutely fine. And we'll head up here and we'll empty it out. And this is... I'm going to stop that emptying because that is actually on the wrong side. There we go. And there we are. Fortunately, it's okay. But we'll get this into the feed. Looks like we've managed to spill some over there, so I'll have to clean that up later. But this should do our cows fairly well. We will check the levels in our PDA in a minute. Yeah, in fact, yeah, that will do it. So we'll go and park this up. We'll turn it off, and then we can go and put this tractor back. So this tractor will also do the work of the... would actually also go tedding. The class tedder we've got is not very... doesn't require a huge power consumption, but to be honest, it's better off if we can to keep this tractor just sort of hanging around the yard. Quite useful just to sort of move bits and pieces around and do these sort of jobs. She's an old girl and she doesn't really react too well to doing much stuff outside of the yard these days. Still runs well, still runs really well. But I just wouldn't want to tax it outside of the yard. It's really sort of here to run around. So let's just park this back in our shed like so. There we go. This is the tractor we're going to be using today, our 8560 New Holland. Looks like Mark's been running his finger around the letters to make sure they still show under all that mud. He's finished off the ploughing, and in actual fact, in the last few days, as I was saying last time, we've had the lime spreaders in. So all the lime has been spread on the fields. They're now ready for planting. So we are going to be doing that in the near future. But first, as I said, we need to top up our stuff. We have got this issue, of course, with the silage bales. Will take a little while to ferment, so that's part of the reason why I want to get them done today. I wish he'd taken the bit off this. Right, let's lift that up. Yeah. This plough, I think, could do with some work. It's probably do with going into the workshop. I think that's why he parked it in here. Maybe we'll leave this. We'll leave this around the back for now. Let's unfold it so that I can actually drop it off. Yeah, and we'll just drop it off at the back of the shed here. We'll deal with it later. So down, yeah, and then we'll just disconnect it. And yeah, we need to give this tractor a clean as well. But for now, what we're going to be doing is backing this up to here. And you can see our field there. The grass is fairly dry, but it is still grass, thankfully. It's not dried out to hay yet. And so we should be able to hook up to our baler here. And be pretty good. So let's hook her up like so. We'll hook up our pipes. We'll hook up the actual takeoff. And yeah, this is the advantage of using this tractor, is that this is our most powerful tractor on the farm. This should handle this baler absolutely, very much. Should work. I need to pick a point on the field to start this, because I don't think there's any easy points. So here we go, and we will unfold it. There, start her up, down with the pickup, and away we go. That should mean. Now we just need to keep an eye on it. We need to make sure that when it unloads the bale for wrapping, that we're in a position. That we don't then keep going, because if we keep do that, we're going to end up with grass left on the field, and this should wrap fairly well. We'll go and check the first one when it does it, just to make sure. I have loaded this up with wrap, so that's good. Yeah, I gave it a good service last night, knowing we were going out today. And that should do it. So we'll just pop out, check everything is working fine. Yep, that has loaded that into there. And wrapping. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, let's keep on going. And that is the nice thing about this, is that it does. I want to keep an eye. I can't actually see from back here whether our bale is wrapped or not, but I'm guessing it is at this point. So let's give it an unload. Yep, that sounds like it's unloading it, and there we go. First silage bale out on the field. So we're gonna give these. We're gonna collect these up and get these to be stacked and just sort of looked after. Oh. Back's opened. Yeah, this field has been pretty good for how early we cut this. It's been pretty good. I can actually look at the if we go around this way, I can see in the shadow when that finishes wrapping. Although I can kind of hear it as well, to be honest. Like, that has finished wrapping. However, we have also missed a bit in the corner. And make sure I get all of this grass. Sometimes it's not as easy as it looks. Lots of very careful maneuvers. Right. I'll unload that bale. And I can just about hear it in the background. Over the engine. So, yeah, we're going to get the rest of these bales done. And we'll come back and we'll see how much silage we've actually got off this field. We're just over halfway through this field, and we have a very, very nice number of bales off here at this point. We're doing pretty well. I'm very happy. A few of them have rolled, which is a little bit annoying. I'm just gonna got a couple of bits of grass hanging about, which I'd like to just sort of clean up as I go around. Sort of stuff that hasn't quite got rowed properly. And that should just finish off this bale, hopefully. Oh, not quite. So we are going to have to stop at the next row. But yeah, very nice set of bales off here. This should keep us going for a while. Once we got this done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get our front loader tractor. And we're going to come down here and get some of these collected up and stacked on our bale trailer, so that we can get them back into the yard. To be actually, in all honesty, we're probably better off just taking them straight and stacking them in the barn. It's one of the advantages of being on a field that is so close to the yard, is that we can just do that without losing too much time. Oh. Need to watch that. There we go. There we are. Let that one wrap. We have had a few roll, which we're going to have to pick up, but otherwise we're all good. Well, I can hear that one has finished wrapping, so we'll get that on here. I've noticed, actually, we need to repair this tractor. It's not running fully efficient. So we're going to have to get this into the workshop. It has had a hard few weeks, this tractor, in all fairness. We've had it doing all the ploughing, getting our fields ready. And you can see the coverage of white over there on our limed fields. So those are going to be good. We're going to be getting this once we've got this job done. Once we've got this bit done here. What we're going to be able to do is start getting our T6 out, doing seeding. We've got about a 2-month window coming up, so late spring, early summer, to get all of our crops planted. We've got quite a lot of crops to get planted in a short period of time. We should be all right. I'm not foreseeing any issues. The weather forecast is quite good. We wouldn't be doing the hay if the weather forecast wasn't quite good. So yeah, it should be quite good. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get this field finished off, though, I think, and see how many bales we've got for it. We do have one other field of grass to get baled. So yeah, I'm probably going to go and do that outside of one of these vlogs and show you guys how we get bales stacked on here instead first. So yeah, let's get the rest of this field baled up, and then we can go and have a look at how we stack these bales into the barn. Well, this is a turnout for the books. Just as I said that, I've just noticed the colour of the grass. I think it's been a really hot day, and we've our silage bales are gonna wrap. This grass is now way too dry. This is gonna be these are gonna be hay bales now. So I'm gonna turn the wrap off. And we're just gonna output one of these. We're gonna do one of these, but yeah, I think it's been so dry that our grass has turned to hay, which means we're gonna get a whole load of hay bales off here now as well. There we go. We have got a good number of silage bales, so I'm not too worried about this. This is gonna stack us up well. What we do need to do now. Now that I've turned off the wrap, is to have a look at one of these. I think we'll get this And yeah, this is now dried out enough, these rows, which is amazing. This is a really warm day to have dried these out, or the grass was just really dry in the first place. I was not expecting hay bales to be what we got off the second half of this field. I knew it was close, but yeah, that I think is a little closer than I should have left it. It's one of those things where we get much more easily get silage bales out in the autumn, and what I should really have done is gone behind the windrower and got this stuff baled as soon as we got it rowed up. But yeah, that is a hay bale right there, so we need to unload that. We can't wrap that. There's no point in wrapping that. We can make haylage, but yeah, it's not really how we go. There we go. So nice hay bale. Oh, this will be good though. This is going to give us... Hay bales are something we need a lot of because we need them to feed both our cows and our sheep. So we're going to have... yeah, we're going to have a lot of hay on here. So the next harvest we do... I normally try and do half... in the springtime, half hay, half silage. And then in... come the... summer, all hay when it dries really quickly, and then the autumn when it's a lot harder for stuff to dry, we tend to do silage bales then, especially if we do a really late cut and we're going into sort of winter, then we tend to make silage bales from that. It just makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, it seems like we've got a really dry spring, so hay bales are the thing. So I'm going to get this all rowed up, or all baled up. Only 2 more rows to go. I don't think we've not got anything on the loader at the moment. And yeah, we can collect up the hay bales really easily because we can just spike those. The silage bales are a lot more difficult. Last row of hay then from this field. I don't know if we'll get a full bale off the remainder we have here. No, we're not going to. So we will just take this here. We have got a small lump over here. Yeah, this has dried out really quickly. We did get it rowed up fairly quick after we cut it, but it's with everything that's been going on the farm, we've not managed to get this up quick enough. There we go. That will be fine for the next lot. So I'm actually going to take this back down to the yard. We're going to get this tractor repaired. So I'll take it down here. And what we'll do is we'll get our front loader and we'll start collecting up some of these bales. So park this here. And we don't want the bale spike on this. And we do have a special attachment for picking up the round bales. Or picking up the silage bales, I should say. They will take a little while to ferment. Although this heat, we do tend to find they ferment a bit quicker, which is good. Right, so this one here is specifically designed not to damage our round bales. And I can show you actually on this one that's in the yard here. What we do is we open it up. We bring ourselves down. We position ourselves around the silage bale. We then close in underneath, lift it up, and voila! And that then makes it is great for the silage bale. You're not poking it, you're not breaking it. It means that the silage bale can just just is intact and can ferment on its own And then what you do, and this is where these really come useful, it makes it very easy to stack them. Because what you do is you just bring it in here, like so, put it where you want, open yourself up, and if you don't open too far, then you don't knock the bales beside, and there you go. And what you want to do is, it's quite useful for dropping them in place as well. So I'll show you that with the next one. So yeah, we want to open this up. And that one's a bit difficult to get at the moment. Let's see if we can... that one there will do quite nicely. Oh wow, we've got one right in the hedge there. That's going to be difficult to pull out. But this one here, this is rolled into position. So, get that there. Close it underneath, pick it up. And they tend to sort of maneuver themselves into place as well, which is quite useful. And this is what I mean about it's just as easy to bring the stuff into the yard and bring these bales into the yard to stack them up. They go rather nicely in here, and then whoa, we caught that on something. That's when it gets a little bit iffy. Right, there we go, and right into the wall. We then open it up, and we can catch it there and just place it. And it just makes stacking the bales so much easier to use one of these. So yeah, keeps the integrity of your silage bales and makes the stacking of them that little bit easier. So it's 6:20 in the evening now. We are down to our last few of these. Stacking quite nicely here. So we've got, at the moment, there's 9 a stack there. 4, 3, 7, 9, yeah. So, 9, 18. I think we had 3 to start with. So I've got 20 there. So we've got 17 bales so far. We have 2 more left here in the field. But it is getting, it is beginning to get dark. It is getting to the end of the day. I think we might have a couple in the hedge over the other side. So yeah, I think we've got 17 there. No, 18. Yeah, 18, 19, 20, 17 bales in total. 17. Whoa, rolled that one off. 18 and 19 here. I think we've got about 21 silage bales off this field. Not bad considering that the whole thing dried out a little too much. Not overly happy with how I'm dealing with this bale. There we go. There we are. Hopefully that's all intact. But yeah, so 21 bales off here is good. I'm going to try and sort out getting the ones out of the hedgerow tomorrow, I think. And we'll have the same thing with the ones, with the hay bales, sorry, on the field. We're going to deal with those tomorrow. It's going to be a dry night, so I'm not too worried about leaving them out. It's just really wanting to get the field clear. We're going to be, so as I said, what we're waiting for, actually, the reason why we haven't started seeding, I meant to tell you earlier, is basically because we haven't got the seeds yet. We're waiting for an order of seeds to come in. Once those come in, we are going to really crack on with the seeding. We've got a whole load of crops that we need to get in and to get sorted. we're going to need some straw bales. We're good for straw at the moment, but thankfully we're not going to have to buy any in with any luck, as long as we can get to harvest with what we have remaining. So that should be okay. Yeah, this is our last one of these, and it is 10 to 7 in the evening, so I want to go in and have my supper now. It's been a long old day today. There's been a little bit full of surprises. I had not expected these bales to dry, or the hay to dry out as much as it has. Now, one of the ways, if we're careful, we can clamp this and get it to fall over. No. Sometimes they fall off and you have to carefully just nudge them over again. But hopefully without ripping the cover. Yeah, there we go. That's alright. Not left me with a good way of getting it though, really. So I have to take this really wide. The moral of the story to this is slow down. Oh, right, I'm going to deal with this bale. I'm going to leave it here, I think, though, with this slightly frustrating situation I'm in. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. And oh, I think we might actually get this on the stack. Can we do it? Yes! Goodbye.